Mike, it's been a while since we've actually had time to do a pre-match press conference. How's it been having a free week?
Yeah, obviously a busy period that we've just come through. It's been nice to have a week where we can really concentrate and focus on the work. Obviously, loads going on behind the scenes, as you know, incomings. So yeah, it's been good.
Been a tricky week to find pitches to train on. How has that changed the preparation?
Yeah, it's been difficult today. We spent a lot of time in the media room just looking at our last performance and reflecting back on. Everywhere's frozen, even the 4Gs. So we have to do what we have. Be creative. Lads have been in the gym. They've been really good.
Dave has got the pitch covered now. Just a case of waiting to see how cold the weather gets and if it handles that.
Yeah, obviously the temperature looks like it's dropping, and we're hopeful, but the sun's out at the minute. But yeah, there's a deep freeze coming in the next couple of days.
Planning for MK on Saturday, obviously a team you know a lot about. What kind of game do you expect from them?
A very combative one. I think they will be really aggressive. They'll go man for man all over the pitch. We've got to make sure that we're clean with what we do. We match their intensity. We've got to be connected as well, because in possession they've got good players, and we need to be really focused with that.
They've obviously got probably most of their players that you'll know a lot about. Does that help with your preparation?
I think likewise. I think both sides, we obviously know each other very well, so it's going to be the tactical element of that, but ultimately it's just going to be a real good challenge for us, and they're going to come here and obviously want to continue the work that's going on. But yeah, for us, we focus on ourselves, and we're looking forward to it.
You talked about the lads dealing with the emotional pressure of the situation we're in after Tranmere. How have you sort of worked on that this week?
Well, we've obviously brought in Helen, who's available to lads, so I think individuals will be making use of that. Always really important to have that soundboard and someone that you can offload to, someone that's not connected and really going through it with you. But for us, we just try and support in every way we can, and the lads have responded really well, so we're looking forward to the weekend.
I know she's someone that you've worked with before. What kind of things, obviously not details, but what will she be working on with the lads?
Well, first and foremost, she brings really, really good energy. She's a lively personality and she's infectious. And I think when she obviously hasn't been in yet, but she's had telephone conversations. You take on that, but she gives lads little tools, little techniques to be able to look at and just to see things differently. Because I think that's the main thing with the boys, is the pressure they put on themselves is more than external. But when the external comes, that just increases the inner voice, and it's just having real good understanding and tools to be able to deal with that.
Had your first fans forum last night. We had lots of positive feedback about how you spoke, and was it good for you to be able to speak to fans in a more relaxed environment like that?
Yeah, strangely enough, I really enjoy that, and not so much this. So, and that's me just being brutally honest. And actually, when you engage and you speak to fans and say it's okay for me to stand here and say, well, we can understand their frustration and disappointment, and it's certainly echoed, and probably even more so on this side. But I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it's for us now. Obviously, everyone's spoken and tried to make things as clear as possible, but we've got to back that up. Tom
made it clear that you're the man for the job. How sort of does that help with settle everybody down and mean that we can focus on the task in hand?
Well, from my point of view, that hasn't changed. It hasn't wavered one little bit from the first conversation we had to last night to this morning. We have very regular conversations. And again, I think he showed how much hurt and frustration and disappointment being in this situation. And we've all trying to take accountability every day that we live this, and that's the thing, we live it every single day, waking up every single morning, as Tom alluded to, sometimes through the night you're waking up and you're trying to figure things out and make things clear. But yeah, for me the messages have always been the same, and I've just got to focus on what I can control, and that's making it as clear as possible and trying to improve the team.
And we all know we're in a tough situation, but everybody believes that we've got what we need to get out of it, and the new players will help towards that.
Certainly will. Like I say, the boys have been brilliant in terms of their application and their desire to really buy in and understand it, but we're in a tough position, and there's a lot of frailty there, and when things go against us it's really noticeable. So yeah, we're hoping that with the work we're doing on and off the field and the new lads coming in, that will be the difference.
Rob mentioned maybe 3 to 5 more. Are we any closer with any of those?
Yeah, again, he's working incredibly hard. We've just come out of meetings there about things. For me, it's certainly still got to be the right profiles, and you're not walking into any ordinary situation here. So we've got to be really confident that on and off the field they'll be able to cope with that and the pressure. But we're optimistic.
And with so many players coming in, it's bound to mean some have to go out. Are we any closer with any of those things? Have we had any inquiries or anything like that?
Yeah, I think that's more Rob's area. He's been on the phone just constantly, and I think there's 2 or 3 lads that I know that have got a lot of interest. But again, it's a transitional period. People, at the minute don't really know where the dust is going to settle. So there's many things going on, and until we can kind of work through it and we can get who we want through the door, then I think it will be a lot more clear.
And where are we at with Tyler's contract situation?
So yeah, Tyler's he's up very soon. We're not going to be renewing it, but he wants to continue training and keep his sharpness for his own benefit. So for me, similar to Ben, thank them everything they've done coming, and they've given us 100%. But yeah, that's going to come to an end. And
Cad's still got a couple of weeks, but have we made any progress on that one?
I hope so. Again, it's down to Rob. For me, obviously I want to tell Cads every day how much we love him and how much we want him here, but ultimately there's many different factors to it, so I hope we're making progress. Yeah. And
on to injuries, I think Terrell's maybe the closest. How's he getting on?
He's back included in a lot of the sessions, but I still think he's 2 to 3 weeks away. So yeah, frustrating because he looks sharp, but good because he's in and around the boys and he's building himself up.
Is that similar with Ethan and JJ?
JJ is, I think he's just pushing himself to every extent to being involved. He's been involved in yesterday's session and then in today's session. I think it's just his pain tolerance, which again the situation is determining. He's going through everything he possibly can. Ethan is involved. I think he's a little bit further away, so obviously it'll be a little bit of a slower burn with Ethan, but he's obviously just got to make sure it's right.
And Harry Lewis, has he been back in training?
He has, yeah, he's back in full training now.
And what about Archie?
Archie, he's still, in terms of time span, we're looking at, I think, 4 or 5 weeks, possibly less than that. I might have over-exaggerated, but he's back. It's just the contact I think he's got to be careful of, but in terms of all of the football and the technical fitness side, he's back involved.
And has everyone else come through that busy run of games all right?
I mean, yeah, Dom's picked up a knock, so he's not been involved, and we're still waiting on scan results with the extent of that. I think there's still the longer terms that we know about. I think Cal, I'm hearing that he's turned a bit of a corner, so hopefully we'll be seeing him sooner rather than later.
And just finally, after last night's forum, it feels like there's a bit more positivity and togetherness around the place. How important will that be in the next, until the end of the season?
It's huge, yeah. I think the closer everyone is and aligned, the stronger we are, and I think that's when football clubs at its very best. It's up to us now to win football matches, and like I say, we speak, and it's nice that fans have listened. We've heard their frustration, take full stock and accountability, but yeah, it's about making sure we stick together and build something that we're really proud of and that's special.
Thank you.